Hello everyone and welcome back to the Intel Esports Arena, where we're having a wonderful day here at Pro League and it has been exhilarating thus far. Snods,
Jack,
how you feeling? You got your energy? You pumped up?
bit of pizza in me, got the energy back in me, and yeah, doing well. Obviously the first game, fairly swift actually when you think about it. Obviously 1-1 versus G2 and Hell Races, and obviously not the result both those teams were looking for. Feels like no one really gained anything from it. We both know these teams are going to be staying in Pro League Season 7 most likely, and now we kind of see that both these teams most likely won't be making it to top 6 as well. So kind of weird statistics there, but next matchup obviously, EnVyUs versus Go.
Yeah, EnVyUs versus Go. Obviously the two maps for that as well. They're underneath the sheet. I couldn't quite get the
Cobble
sheet
train,
off.
mate. Cobble train.
There we go. That's not even the right sheet.
That's like yesterday's. It looks like yesterday's.
Yeah, you can tell because I wrote hashtag phase up.
Of course.
Nice. Isn't it more?
No, it is like that.
What's that?
There you go. Phase. Yeah, same thing.
See, yours isn't really an F. Mine's an F.
Yeah, you can have that.
Exactly.
You can have that. Well, anyway, where were we? Cobblestone and then Train is the maps in this one. And obviously for a Go, Cobblestone, one of the maps that we used to see them play on. You know, when you think of a Go, we're thinking Overpass, we're thinking Cobble, we're thinking Inferno. So to see Train on here as well, also a map they are strong on. They used to be very strong on this map online as well. Before, when they'd made a name for themselves in the scene, back when they had the best of 3 upset versus Virtus Pro, it was Train where you really started to see that they had these best of 1 basically wins, for example. If you remember back at the Minors, they beat Godsend on Train and Mirage. They also beat VP on Train as well, you know, the week before the Minors. So that was what really started it all off, was Train, and then, you know, all these teams started to ban Train versus them. Now it feels like when you play a Go, you ban Train, Overpass, and you're left with these sorts of Infernos, Mirages, Cobblestones, and whatnot.
Yeah, but I still think Cobblestone is overall a good map for them. There's been moments of greatness, but definitely still issues that need to be smoothed over and actually fully fixed for them there. But not a map that I'd say they're especially bad on.
No, Cobblestone's fairly good for a Go. The issue they have is 1 week they're insane, and then the next week they sort of taper off a little bit. It feels like there is so much momentum on this team where, you know, how much anti-stratting, how much counter-stratting can they really do? And if they don't get much of it, you know, working for themselves early on, things sort of go south for this team. It's one of the reasons why I feel like their CT side is so much weaker than their T side, because on their terrorist side, they, you know, have counter strats for the counter setups they see. They play the slow default rounds, and they're like, okay, they're doing this setup, we can counter it with this. They have it pre-planned. And on the CT side, when it's a lot more fluid, a lot more reactive, they struggle in that, you know, in the moment sort of, you know, integrity.
I think that is the issue. It's being able to adapt on the fly, having you know, an A plan and a B plan, and being able to actually switch between those depending on what goes on is not something that right now comes naturally to them. Very good in terms of being told how to execute, and obviously the double coach setup works quite well for them. 2 coaches, 2 heads are better than 1. So they're being able to get the reviews done, obviously lots of demo work. I mean, if you know what your games are going to be for that week in Pro League, the amount of knowledge you can get from anti-stratting, just from 1 coach alone, the fact you've got 2.
And you know the maps as well beforehand. It's not as if, you know, you can waste all your time doing, you know, 3-4 maps in the map pool. You know what the maps are going to be, you know, the day before. So it gives you so much time to really, you know, put emphasis into it, work on the anti-strats, and get ready for what you're about to be playing the next day.
Yeah, and I think that overall that is one of the main aspects of a coach that can aid you in those teams. Just being able to learn their nuances, learn what tricks they have up their sleeve, get their defaults down. I mean, for a lot of teams, really, that's what it is, right? Skip through, go to that demo, look at the first couple of rifle rounds, just jump your way through and be like, okay, they're on this default setup. On rounds where they do have the double AWP, you can kind of get a rough idea of what they're going to be running on their CT side, or execute-wise what they run on their T side. And I think that was actually something that Pronax used to be quite known for in terms of...
He used to be really good at watching demos quickly, yeah.
Yeah, he was really smart in the way he had his own system to actually watch over demos. I think you told me about that a while ago.
I probably did, yeah. How did I find out about that? It was back when they added Jumpy, and Jumpy was really surprised at how good Pronax was at demo reviewing. That was
a while ago, yeah.
Back as you finished.
That's what it was. That was his system, wasn't it? Where it would be through default rifle rounds. He'd quickly look at like the first 30 seconds. So that's quite interesting, actually. Demos are a huge part of CS, really, in terms of being able to improve. It's actually something that a lot of people don't realize in terms of behind-the-scene groundwork. It's one of the major ways you can improve your play. But into this one, let's see how it does go down. They're going to be diving in to this round and be looking for those frag snots.
They are indeed. PHR going to be finding 1 frag. Ooh, second as well lined up under Scream as he's going for more. Connects the hat-trick as well. 4 versus 2. As EnVyUs pushing through middle now. They have 1 player there towards drop. That's going to be Happy. Haji as well in towards middle. So all we have to come down to Happy here. Going to be annihilated by PHR. On for the ace right now. 1 kill away, and maybe 1 bullet as well, but eventually Snatch is going to steal it away.
Yeah, nicely done there. But a huge 4K and a real big opener for a grow across the board. I mean, that's what you want to see. Coming in strong, Polish powerhouse, starting to get that momentum flowing against EnVyUs here in this best of 2.
So, 1-0. As PHR annihilates them, trying to go for the split through A and drop. EnVyUs not getting the bomb plant down, so they will be going for the force buy into this one. All 5 players actually going to be going for the full investment, which means potentially no AWP for Happy into the next buy round. But for a go, MP9 onto snatching, rifles across the board as well, apart from that one. Grubby lights on the first frag towards Electric, gets the second as well. As we see, 3 versus 5.
But yeah, left with just 3 players on that T side now for EnVyUs, as they're going to try and find some frags and see what they can actually find getting into this one. Haji and Snatchy going to be looking for the push to come towards him. I mean, Kiyashima, Haji, and Scream are the last 3 remaining Ts on that side as they look for the picks to see what they can actually do and try and get something open up into this second round. But most likely at this point, it is going to be a 2-0 from a go. Shut these down and start getting momentum flowing from that point onwards. As of right now, Scream tries to swing out and see if he can look for the initial headshot to actually open this one up. Haji is well armed with a CZ.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds left here for EnVyUs, already losing 2 players early on towards Electric from Grubby. But Walker now through platform. Grubby still dealing damage here into this one. Furlan going to be eventually connecting the dots there onto Scream, as it's all down to Kiyashima. Eventually going to be treated up there by Tau as he finds 1. So, round number 3. 2-0 start for a go. And with EnVyUs being denied the bomb plant on the pistols, they were annihilated by PHR in towards the window position at drop. We see the eco for Envy. High chance as well for a go. Obviously, fairly clean round so far. Obviously, what, 2-3 players dying in the last round. I think it was 2, Kiyashima. And a player also finding a frag. But if this one's clean as well, should be, you know, money looking good here for a go. Momentum's in their favor. They won the pistol. It's Cobblestone as well. Things going in their favor. And LDLC must be watching this one right now and thinking, if Envy win this 2-0, and especially when LDLC are playing versus NIP later tonight in the matchup that's final here on the B stream,
yeah,
we could be seeing the fall of LDLC in front of our eyes.
Very possibly. But let's see as we will continue on with this one now. That, as of right now, Envy just lurking their way around towards mid. Waiting for the push to come towards them, seeing if they're going to go for any aggressive early contact faces or potential shenanigans. But as of the meantime, they just go for a slow, steady waltz through mid. And then a burst out towards the A site. PHR looking for frags as he is hammered down, but instead is traded out there by RPK from the Glock from absolutely miles away. So it's a nice little kill from EnVyUs.
It is indeed. 5 versus 4. RPK with the first frag there on the Glock to PHR as they are down drop. Grubby was pivotal in the last round towards this B side, but actually going to be towards window side. It's just going to be Tau. Furlan picking frags, left, right, and center. Just down to Kiyashima now in V1 versus 3, and won't be able to really deal any damage there. 3 players staying alive. 6.5k for PHR now, so the AWP can be invested into by Snatch if he wants to, but then again, obviously, for a go, they can save the SMGs into this round and still try and win it, because if you win with the saved SMGs, your money is in such a stellar position.
It will be Snots. Gives you that potential to play with a bonus round, you know, you can rack up some cash, but look at that double AWP. What do you think about that?
I think it's good. I think on Cobblestone it is good. Tau AWPing towards platform, obviously it's very good for the AWP to take control towards platform. Usually they have the aid of another teammate there to flash for you, smoke the end of plat, molly towards the left cubby, then you AWP it. Then you can leave the AWP alone towards B and rotate player over towards drop, and then you have a better drop control. AWP obviously is very strong towards their long because you can hold the long angle, plus the deep matrix position through middle where Haji's about to walk through. So, all in all, it's looking good.
Well, Haji walks through first as the early entry man. Ooh, a bit of an awkward flick around there. PHR will kill him. This is more like the PHR I expected to see as well. I mean, there was none of this when we saw him last night. Just didn't look like him at all, but now he's on the ball, Snuds. He's finding these frags left, right, and center. You've already put a huge dent into EnVyUs. It's just Keo, Happy, and RPK left, and it's the fact that when you look at this as well, just these names on paper, it's how the mighty have fallen for Envy, really. Kiyashima, Happy, and RPK. Right now, already 3 rounds down against a go. Not being able to get their heads in the right space right now.
It's true. 5 versus 2. They did have the 2-0 yesterday for Envy. So they are only a few points behind LDLC, and that's where the big, storyline is to be had. Oh, PHR playing the off-angle hit towards Matrix as he doesn't find a frag just yet. In fact, finds nothing apart from a dink onto Happy. That's now Happy. 10 HP left here. Has to retrieve the bomb towards Matrix. Oof, didn't want to jump too far down there.
What about his shins?
Definitely could have grazed the knee.
Yeah. Not the best. He's trying to get away. Obviously for him, I mean, it's ideal if he dies at least before time and not after time. He's gone over towards the B site, but you had nowhere near enough time to actually get the bomb down. Luckily, no one was there lurking around as well, so he doesn't die after time and get left in a really horrible spot. So we'll carry through with the AK and armor that he had in and around. That's a 4th now for a go. Still running the double AWP setup. The 2 M4s and the 1 AK there over on Furlan as well. And they're raring to go for this one.
Well, round number 5, 4-0 start for a go. As we see the 1 solid investment into the AK for Happy. Obviously, EnVyUs, if they lose this round, they will be onto the $3,400 maximum round loss bonus, so they will be able to fully buy even though they have Happy on $700. But it's been some time of turmoil for EnVyUs as of late. The 2-0 yesterday, we thought, okay, is this team starting to come to fruition now? Is the changes finally showing us what we expect to be seeing? You know, having players such as RPK, Scream, Kiyashima on this roster altogether. But maybe the roles don't make sense. You know, the lack of a primary AWPer. The entry fragger seems to be Haji, but so far in this matchup, he's just been, you know, suiciding into some of these angles. Oh, anyway, frag found. Haji, really taking out this one.
Yeah. First frag. Goes the way of a go in seconds, really, and wow, Envy are just left in a bit of an awkward spot anyway. Happy's the only one with an actual rifle. They're spread out. They're playing very slow, but it's not really giving them any extra momentum. Towel's just waiting for them to push towards him, then going to punish him with this AWP as well from his position that he's got on lockdown here by Chicken Coop. Grubby as well with the M4 should just be able to have a field day if they push out, and you also got the support. Furlan. There's the first tag and a flurry of frags picked up. No kill for RPK either there with a backstab. Just trying to see if he can get something extra out, but not today. That is going to be a go now. 5 rounds already picked up.
Wow. 5-0 here for a go, as you said. Looking strong so far. 5 AK buy from EnVyUs. No AWP going to be coming out from Happy. Instead, see them wield the rifles. 3 players towards A early on, 2 outside drop. We've already seen them try to go for an A split on the pistol round. It didn't really go too well. Snatchy with the AWP towards the A side, AWPing towards A long. Has the backup as well, a PHR towards middle. Usually we see the reverse of this, the AWP towards mid and the rifle towards A long. Oh, Haji trying to run down Snatchy. Didn't have the confidence to go for the wide face. He was able to maybe catch Snatchy off guard. But drop now in the control of EnVyUs. A-long in their domain as well as they find the first frag to open up window. Tao up close. Lands the shot.
Nice flick there on RPK. Envy are just left with 4 members. Haji already quite low. But the play is towards the A side. It's going to be a pincer and Happy actually makes it work out quite nicely as he finds that frag back on PHR. Furlan going to go for the rotate background as well. Going to try and support his teammates in this scenario. Scream with a huge tap there from the AK. And this is going to be the first round for EnVyUs. It will make it a 5-1 scoreline. They finally found their foot in there on the 6th round. Tao's forced to save. They do have money though, so the rebuy will be coming through anyway for a go.
It's true. Obviously, they will get $1,400 as their round loss bonus, so Tao's going to have $7,000. He can drop over 2 M4s if he wanted to. So Snatcher can buy no problem, Furlan can buy no problem. Also invest into full utility. Obviously, PHR can buy for himself, and the same can be said for Grubby. So they can even bring out the double-up setup as well if they wanted to. But it is going to go to a 5-1 scoreline here in map number 3 of the day.
Yeah, 5-1. For Envy, obviously, is this going to be the beginning of their success story, or is this just a little bump in the road for a go? That's going to be the question. Normally it's their T side where they're at their best as well. So getting a good bit of footing on their CT side is always going to help them. Rebuy comes back around, though. Still going to be rocking the double AWP as it's worthwhile. 4 players with kits for Envy. It's 5 AKs, a ton of utility. And probably a bit of a pack mentality to try and go for an aggressive burst style play.
Molly out towards the stairs, but Tau
Ooh.
in front of the Molotov actually capitalized off that one.
That's why they call him Tau.
Tau, that was a nice shot. But 5 versus 4 here early on. Kiyoshima annihilated already by the AWP towards platform. And I think it's going to be a bit awkward for EnVyUs. They had the A split last time, worked extremely well. They got the first frag in towards drop and they were able to exploit that as RPK. Smoke in towards the end of plans. Tau gets aggressive here, gaining control towards platform. And in response, EnVyUs needs to take control of drop here or take control of something else because... Oh, they already have control of drop. I didn't even realize, Jack. I did not see. Happy was down. But he's playing rather scared. He would be. You know that Tau has the op somewhere towards platform position, so he could easily be holding in towards electric.
Tau just waiting for the peak to come round. Adjusts off the back of the flashbang there, so Happy has crossed, but it's still an easy angle for him to just focus on and watch, so... Depends on the timing. Tau, he's quick with the flicks right now as he's teaching him a lesson. 3 fast frags there already found into the round, and Grubby for the final blow as he takes Scream and RPK down in one swift motion. And that's the reset as well. I mean, that's a huge round for a go there, instantly bringing it back. Not surprised by the fact that Envy go for an immediate pause.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, the shots landed there from Tau, crisp as ever. So, 6-1. EnVyUs have now been reset fully. They did have 3 players alive in the last round, which they won, so obviously their money will not be fully reset as of yet, but it's definitely going to be hurting. So, what's the call going to be for EnVyUs to switch things up? If they go for the forward spot here and they lose it, it's 7-1 for a go. Then Anika comes out from EnVyUs 8-1 for a go. You know, 7-round advantage already on the CT side. And that could be a half that ends 12-3 or 11-4. Extremely one-sided for a go. And it feels like in this matchup they've turned up. Obviously, sometimes they get absolutely battered. And other times, they are the ones doing the battering. So, round number 8. 4 AKs and a PT-50 for RPK. As for a go, they keep onto the double op setup. And this is the buy for EnVyUs, where if they lose this, a go basically winning the half already.
Oh, Molotov comes in there towards upper drop down to stop this initial push. There is going to be a smoke bloomed as well. So EnVyUs has 5 members over on that T side as they fan out, spread around, and try and see what exactly they can actually find going into this one. Kiyoshima with the pop flash in the close range angle. They're then going to attempt to push through. PHR just bobbing and weaving, looking down towards the bottom middle there. Kiyoshima and Haji finally start to make their mark onto the round. They're walking into the A site, incredibly grouped up. You've got 3 players grouped up at B from a go. You've got one of the AWPs supported by PHR here at the A site, though.
Yeah. Snatchy holding towards A long. PHR at connector, Jiggle peeking in towards middle. As the push comes in towards A long, there's no smoke grenades from EnVyUs. And that could be an issue, Jack, as the first frag's found from Snatchy. The AWP while blind connects onto Scream, and the push comes in. RPK up close. The flashbang actually connecting there onto PHR, but he still delivers the headshots.
Yeah, PHR cuts his way through the first and the second. Tried to get the third, but Kiyoshima was already in too much of a favourable position. Grubby as well comes through with a nice little flick down there. Haji and Kiyoshima are the last 2 to fall, and that gives an additional round now to a go. That's 7 picked up already on their CT side. EnVyUs 2K across the board, essentially, when Kiyoshima is the only one with 2.2K. That's wild. All of a sudden, EnVyUs are broke. This is going to be an 8-1 scoreline. Then all of a sudden, it's probably too far gone, really. It's going to be quite a struggle for them to actually get their footing back, especially if we go play a classic or go T-side out on their second half here.
I mean, it's true. I mean, they're going to be winning the half already. You know, we're expecting to see a 10-5 potentially at that point if it does go 8-1 up, and probably will when you look at the buy coming out here from Envy. But Happy potentially overbuying as well. CZ flashbang. He has 1.3K. Their round last bonus is going to be 2,400, so he's going to be able to buy AK Kevlar, but no utility. And for EnVyUs, as you saw in the last round, having no smokes for Balcony, no smokes for Connector, no Molotovs behind APC, for example, meant that Snatchy PHR could just annihilate them. But minute 10 seconds left on the clock here. Bomb towards B platform from EnVyUs. They're holding for the aggression. Glocks, CZs, they can maybe talk over their issues right now and try and work out what to do into the next buy round, but it seems all set now to be 8-1.
50 seconds on the clock. And now they begin their attack as they burst their way round, but this is just a shooting range, testing the aim capabilities of Furlan there as he finds 2 PHR as well, nets 1. It's all up to Scream with the Glock, the headshot machine, but he's not really got the tools of his trade, so unfortunately, he's going to be left in dismay. Blown out of the server there with a nade that rolls in from Snatchy. Another round goes the way of a go, bringing it up to an 8-1 scoreline. Here's the reinvestment for EnVyUs, but we're now already into the 10th round, and Envy nowhere near even getting themselves a minimum of 4 rounds here on the half. I mean, they're going to be hard pushed. If we see a Go XG make it to 10-5 around that region, that'd be a ridiculous half.
Why has Hadji not bought any utility? $600. Could have bought Smoke Flashbang. Happy obviously bought down to $1,350, so that therefore we already knew he wasn't going to be able to afford anything else apart from AK Kevlar. I mean, this buy is fairly horrendous here from EnVyUs, but they have the 1 smoke for platform and connector, but the HE grenades though from a go, oh, they're so strong.
Yeah, burst comes round. Furlan with a headshot there on Hadji. Happy gets 2, but needs to be the Happy show to actually make this one work, it seems. A 3 versus 4. Happy still just on a roll right now as he can also backstab to get even more damage done, but it's Screaming Kiyoshina. And finally, EnVy actually get themselves a 2nd round off the back of Kiyoshima getting that headshot on Taul, and then it all crumbled down. Happy though, huge catalyst for him in that round. Worked out with the risk taken.
Tactical timer called by EnVyUs. After the last thing, well, the last thing they want, Jack, is to be reset once again at this point. They win the last buy round, play in towards the B site. You know, you look at the buy come out from EnVyUs. 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs, all the utility they had. 1 Molotov as well for stairs and platform. The HE grenades were so perfect from a go. We had 2 players from EnVyUs onto 50 HP before the round even started. And yet they pulled back the victory. Happy towards drop, aggressive, finding 2 frags to deny the rotations from A to B. Opening up the idea of a split, which meant that the AWP, Taul on that B site had to solely focus on electric and drop. He couldn't actually peek into his platform and find frags onto EnVyUs, which opened up success for the other players. And now into round number 11 is going to be the full buy coming out from both sides, but Go's money's fairly low here. Obviously, 2 players can buy if they lose it, Jack, but this is one of those moments in these matchups where if EnVyUs win it, Go are going to go into a weak 4 spy potential on Eco, and then EnVyUs can make it 8-4, 8-5, get back into this one. And the same can be said for Go, though. If they win this round, make it 9-2, and fully reset EnVyUs for a 2nd time in this matchup already, well, we could be thinking about Inferno already, because this could be a crazy 1/2 affair already.
Here comes the push out towards the A site. Snatchy tagged down to just 4 HP there as he takes the early brute force of the damage. Hadji will actually finish him off as well. But Grubby on the close range angle here. Doesn't go for it, doesn't want to push through the smoke. Instead trying to work the PHR. PHR with 2 huge kills. Grubby as well now strikes with 1. They didn't want to get reset, but it seems like they will be. As Envy, it's just left on Happy, and you can't imagine he's too happy about the way this round has gone, but let's see if he can actually try and reinvigorate himself and reinvent the round. And from the rear, Taul with the AWP finds the kill. 9-2 now, Snods.
7-round deficit now for EnVyUs as they've been reset again. I mean, 3 of the players can buy AK Kevlar. Seems like they are going for the save here. Just going to be Kevlar. 1 to 3 of the players. Scream, Hadji, and Kiyoshima. 3 CZs, 2 Deagles as well for the T-sided buy. As they may be giving away the 10th round for a Go. A Go poised to make it 10-2 already, and with a substantial lead into this matchup. Are they going to be able to let it slip? Because usually, Jack, we're used to seeing them be the ones that struggle on their CT side, but right now they're landing all the shots.
Yeah, I mean, Taul has only died twice so far. throughout 12 rounds, so it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I think Snatchy's one who died 4 times, so it's pretty good. PHR with another 2 kills there, so basically seals the deal into the round. As they're now divided and pretty broken in terms of their manpower. EnVy just left with the remaining 3 players on their roster. In Kiyoshima, Haji, and Scream. They don't have any real long-range weaponry to work with, just the Deagles and CZ on Haji. You've got armor, but it's going to be a hard round for Amelie at this point. This should be a 10-2. And from there, there's going to be a rebuy. Snatchy as well with the quick flicks now as he's styling on him. But yeah, this is a 10-2 scoreline.
Scream now into the 1 versus 3. Has Deagle Kevlar, so maybe some effect can be found with this weapon. PHR Grubby are low. Oof. Nice headshot there towards Matrix. It's the push coming from behind now from Furlan. 4 more players to find as he has the AWP in his hands. We could actually try and save it, but instead goes to the peak. Concedes the frag, 10-2. 8 run advantage now for a go into this one. EnVyUs are going to give the buy here, but once again, Happy only has $3,800. Sweet. Looks like he doesn't want any grenades. As he will buy Galil instead, so going to be buying up the Galil. Weakened firepower, conversely to the AK, obviously $700 cheaper, but then again, it gives money for grenades to be invested into by Happy. Tao with the first pick, nearly connecting the shot there onto Kiyoshima towards the platform for a second time. As we still see a 5 versus 5 early on. Exchanges going back and forth, but EnVyUs passive towards platform, paranoid about another aggressive push coming in. As they do take control towards drop fast as they have Haji, Scream pushing through mid.
Timing not going to work out too well from into this one as he does actually get overpowered this time by Kiyoshima. And the grouped up attack on the A site begins to unfold. There is the retake coming back through as well as they reposition round up from B. Snatchy trying to land the shots with the AWP as he peeks out, but it's actually Haji to decapitate the first. More to be done as well, but it's all coming up in favor of EnVyUs. As they do find success in that round, that makes it a 10-3. 2 rounds left at the end of the half here. There is still cash flow on a go, although it is restricted. They'll have to buy up around it. So that means finally we see a round where there isn't the double AWP setup in play. Not even a single AWP coming out here now.
The money's hurting here for a go. As EnVyUs go for the fast split towards the A site, smoke out towards Matrix. They know that a go likes to play double towards A long, and it's been effective for them so far. PHR Snatchy grouping up together and opening up that site in favor of EnVy. Still the 7-round advantage here out of the first half. Round number 14, Jack. Nearly finished on the first half here, and a go been extremely dominant so far, already on to double digits. But default coming out from EnVy. 1 towards platform, it's going to be Kiyoshima left alone. 2 towards drop. But Happy with the AWP. There's a flashbang as well, so we could flash close plat for Kiyo if he wants to go for the face, potentially. But smoke comes up towards Olof. Molly as well towards the stairs as Furlan peeks over it. Ooh, and actually when Kiyoshima retreats here, could be finding himself this first frag. It's Happy with the AWP peering over it. Cannot quite spot the head as well.
Push round to PHR. Finds that frag on Haji. Snatchy as well. Comes down on Kiyoshima. But although EnVy might have won the previous round, once again the curse of the reset might be coming true and leaving them buckled and broken under the pressure of this Go squad. The Polish team just looking way too powerful. Snatchy though should have just given away his location by the reload, but actually Scream plays it smart. Trigger discipline. Remembers his training. As he tries to push up to find this kill on Snatchy, will be able to rip his head off. And now we're back into a 3v3, but RPK gets detected and slain by Taul, meaning it is just on Scream and Happy now to clutch it out. Here comes the cavalry. They arrive on the scene, they need to try to burst their way through. They have utility, there is none left on EnVy. Scream peeks out, knows the location of Grubby, but cannot connect the taps as he's pulling back on the trigger, trying to leave him lifeless on the ground. Flashbangs keeping him blind. Days confused. Happy comes through. Scream trying to get the backstab, but Grubby kills one. Grubby needs to kill Happy. It needs to be the 4K from Happy as well. Leaps his way over towards the site, taps the bomb. He's got no kit. Tags up Happy, but can't quite kill him. Pushes in as well, leaving him low, but Happy finds the frag. keeps them in it for another round. That is going to be 10-4 now. But still, it went down to a 1v1 clutch.
Scream from behind. Finding the last frag onto the walls, the player very long. And there you have it, 11-4. EnVyUs finding form into the end of this first half here. As we go into the last round of the half. Force by coming from a go, of course, as there's no more to be played out after this one. There's something to save for. 4 CZs and 157 for Snatchy. 1 Molotov as well for Grubby. Towards Buplan. Bomb left towards the drop-down position from EnVyUs, so we're going to be seeing a slow, methodical, thought-out round from EnVyUs you would expect to see. Kyoshima towards platform, happy as well, the far back position. As Tao boosted in towards drop. With the smoke that comes towards plan as well, should be funneling these players in towards drop, exactly where Tao is.
Grubby pushing up, close by RPK's angle. RPK will detect him in the end. But Tao with the backstab play from drop, it could work out amazingly as he strikes on them both there. Leaves them absolutely broken. This is a huge round. He's cut off the lifelines for Envy, really, and now they're left in such a horrible position. A 3 versus 3, but in terms of map control, it favors a go quite vastly. And Tao, does he know about RPK? That is the only interesting factor. I mean, the information should have been given to him. He should know off the back of the kill that RPK found at the beginning of the round, but Tao with 1, nearly the second as well. Scream left on 5 HP Snod. This is all set up for a go 11-4 at the end of the half here, really.
15 seconds left. Flank coming in from behind on Furlan. Only the CZ though in his inventory. As the firepower is in favor. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. 4 and 5 HP each. It's just a single bullet. That's all it takes. 1 shot, 1 kill. PHR, 6 in the chamber. As he's ready for the push, gonna try and run rounds. Gets the first, barely misses with the second. Run out of ammo though. Needed to grab himself the AK and couldn't quite do it. And Scream will find the frag on PHR. That gives him the additional round at the end of the half, making it a 10-5 rather than 11-4. Needed himself an extra little bit of ammo. That's all it would have taken.
Yeah. 3 frags himself into that one from Tao. PHR, they're so close to closing out the 1 versus 2. As you said, not enough bullets in the chamber. 10-5 and EnVyUs. After seeing the 10-2 scoreline, Jack, we were expecting 11-4, 12-3 potentially, but the quasi-buy victory happened. And they come back into it, they find form, they win the remaining rounds here, the final 3, and make it 10-5. Oh. Now we see why Ago have their upsets and why they're here in Pro League themselves. The terrorist side from the polls is definitely up there with the best.
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously, their CT side there looking a whole lot better than what we normally see in their form. So 10-5 is actually pretty good for them, really, all things considered. It just depends how their T side now gets played out, if they're able to really come in strong and be effective. As the match is going to be going back live now, and we'll get underway with the second half here. EnVyUs now on the CT side, Ago moving over to their favoured T side.
Crucial pistol round here for EnVyUs in Season 7 of Pro League. If they lose this matchup versus Ago, that could be them going into the auto-relegation spot. As Flash comes in towards the B site, Scream here towards Statue, got the backup as well of Kyoshima. Can they land the headshots? Will we see the headshot machine in commission?
Well, Scream gets 1 and 2. That is beautiful on the second shot as he flicks around like a lunatic. Looking for more. He's just taking pop shots. He's punishing them all. And this should be the opening pistol now going the way of Envy. All because of the main man himself, Scream. 3 wonderful frags. 1 for Keo, 1 for Happy. And around across the board there for EnVyUs as it goes 6-10 now. That's the CT side as well. There was no bomb plant, so unless they go get a bomb plant down this next round, then they might actually get all 3 rounds for free off the back of the opening pistol.
It's true. Snatching, investing into the scout. We saw actually a go yesterday versus North when they got stomped, what, 16-4, I believe it was. where Snatchy had some effective rounds with that T-sided scout towards the A site especially. Bomb left towards outside drop from a Ghost. They are going to be playing this one slow and steady. 4 players grouped towards the A site, it seems, as they are going for the contact towards A long. Hadji close range to the FAMAS, though.
Ooh, Hadji. Down to just 10 HP as here comes the burst through mid as well. Happy. 2 nice kills there as his tracking was very effective with his mouse. Able to find both of those frags and leave it in just a 3 versus 4. Tau, Snatchy and Grubby both low as well. They've taken a collection of damage. The push comes out through Scream. Scream just really is blowing him away now. He's starting to find his form once again. 2 frags picked up. Tau, the last one left standing on 26 HP. That's going to be no bomb plant as well, which means this should be, you know, it should be an 8-10 really before a go actually get a chance to try fight back.
It's true. I mean, obviously they did go for the force into this one. Now the 1 versus 4 for Tau. Throws the FAMAS out of the map. Doesn't want to give any economical edge to EnVy. From the side, Kiyashima will find the final frag. Unsuspecting was Tau.
That ragdoll, I know, smashed into the wall.
He's been slapped around the place, but 7-10 here, 3 on advantage still for a go. As Cbble could come out for themselves now. It was the 5-man force buy though, which means no AWP for a go into the first buy round. And, you know, Tau's AWP, Snatchy's AWP as well to some degree on that CT side was pivotal for their 10-round stronghold. As they are going to be up in the ante here, rushing towards it long into the arms of Hadji's UMP, the weapon he was known for.
Yeah, 2 quick frags picked up there, looking very good. Ready for more as well with support of Happy. I mean, this could be a rapid round to shut down quite quickly. Happy and Hadji, the combo working well together like a well-oiled machine. Eventually, though, Snatchy comes back through, finds 2 picks. At least trying to make it a bit more costly for EnVy. And Scream doesn't know about this angle from Snatchy. The element of surprise comes through. 3 frags round. I mean, already this is a ton of damage done to their economy.
What more can he do, though? On to low HP. He coming in from RPK. And $600 rewarded to his bank balance as we go into round number 19. 8-10, and we do see the buy rounds coming in now for the T side of a go. And for EnVy, keeping the FAMAS down to Kiyashima. Hadji as well might even invest into the AWP for Happy and drop that over, but instead it will be the 5-rifle buy from EnVy. Haven't really seen, we saw the AWP from EnVy 2 rounds, I believe, on their T side, but apart from that, heavily full rifle setups. 2 towards A long. 1 coming in towards the middle as well from a go, as it seems that they are going to be poised to eventually conclude towards the A bomb site. As RPK in towards drop, as always. Scream, Kiyashima towards B. Happy. And Hadji towards this A site on the defense. And the exchanges go in favor of EnVy, as Grubby is fairly low towards that drop-down position. RPK of the HE grenade going deep in towards the drop-down position from the T side and catching wind. Boost here as well into the god spot for Hadji, so he should be able to get 1 frag, fall back down. And then obviously Aid happy to kill the players towards it long, and then they can flash peek, double face towards mid, for example. And that should be their round, but they... Oof. Trying to work out if they're going to leave the bomb towards B and have the lurk come in towards A, but instead it seems that they will be going towards A as the bomb makes its way through middle.
BHR and Grubby going to go for this push down. RPK and Co just lying in wait in the depths below. Smoke goes out. They go for the peak round. Grubby finds the headshot back on RPK there as they now slip their way through and try and go for this attack on A. And assault everyone that is lying in wait. Molotov is locked out. Hadji though from the elevated angle finally gets his moment of trying to strike really, but this has gone a bit awkward all of a sudden. They've ran straight through them. The defense that looked good for EnVy has crumbled in the later stages there, and Keo, he's just going to have to save. I mean, 3 players left alive on a go. They've taken the bomb site. Huge damage done. It's going to be the 11th round, and wow, things are getting to crunch time now, really. I mean, this is the preferred side for a Ghost Noz. This could be them actually, doesn't it? Yeah, this could be them closing this one out overall.
Wow, We'll have to wait and see. Kirishima going to be trying to play for extra frags towards middle here, or just save the M4. There's the bomb. Will now send us into round number 21. No, ignore that. Round number 20, actually. So, 11-8. 3-round advantage here for a go. Obviously, they started the half with a 5. But EnVy coming back with the second half pistol victory. Did switch things up just a little bit. And actually, that was quite a big, you know, win streak for EnVy. They were 10-2 down. They win 3 to finish the half 10-5. They win the second half pistol. They make it 10-8. They won 6 rounds in a row. But now a go have cancelled that winning streak. 4 players stationed towards the B side from EnVyUs says, after losing just 1 round, they're forced onto the quasi-buy. And a good read here from a go to situate themselves onto the one lonesome happy.
Yeah, go for the A play. See what you can get away with here really into this round and try and make success out of it. Happy, he's backing off towards top mid right now. He doesn't really have an idea, but he's just trying to go for the call that he thinks right. But now he'll know what's going on. Smokes and Molotovs absolutely everywhere on the bomb site. He pushes through to try and get a raid towards mid. Drubby's lying in wait, will kill him. Kirishima is the only one that saved the weapon from the prior round. He tags up Taul somehow there. But EnVy, the likelihood of them doing anything into this round is very slim, and you wonder what exactly they're actually going to go for. Scream pushes up with a deagle. Hadji as well only invested into a deagle. RPK actually finds that frag on PHR from behind, and if they save the AK now, that'd be 2 weapons for free going in for the next round for EnVy, but this is still going to be 11-8 scoreline. Obviously, plus this round now, a 12-8 for a go.
It was the quasi-buy there from EnVyUs, obviously not expecting to run away with that round, but a job well done, really. They find themselves an extra weapon for RPK to save. And that can be dropped over to Hadji potentially to the next round, obviously allow him to buy extra utility. Round number 21 now. 12-8. And this lead for a go is slowly extending as we come to a pause from EnVyUs. And I believe that's their 3rd pause so far, as they got reset twice in the first map. Sorry, in the first half, they used both the pauses there. And now this is number 3. So, 12-8 down. If they lose this round, Jack, it could be GG. They will go down 13-8, then force onto the pistol buy. And then maybe, what, 14-8? We know how strong the T-side is from a go, especially in these Pro League matches. You know, when we compare the structure of Pro League compared to, you know, other online leagues, for example, it's far more set in stone. You know your schedule far in advance. You know the maps far in advance, which means teams like a go online that can have such a good advantage in this sort of, you know, environment.
Yeah, it really allows you to actually anti-strat and get ready for a matchup on a matchup-by-matchup basis. There's no last-minute discovery of what map it's going to be or who you're actually going to be facing off against. It's quite early on that you get this information, so obviously it does help out these teams in being able to prepare for those matches. But now then we're back into it. Round 21. 8-12 is the scoreline. Favor of a go, and they get themselves ready for a classic B attack.
Wow. No presence shown towards A as of yet. Smokes lined up and deployed. Flash is raining in. Scream with the HE grenade will connect a little bit of damage, but not quite enough. The push through the smoke while blind, though, lands all the bullets. And now Furlan up close and personal. Spots the head of Kirishima, but Kirishima winning the duel. 5 versus 4. A Snatcher down towards drop finds one. Scream as well finds another here towards the platform position. As we're into the 2 versus 3, Kirishima still trying to walk around the smoke, using it to shroud the vision here from a go. Leaving Snatcher in the 1 versus 3.
Already majorly done into this one. It's as good as over, as Hadji will get that final blow there. Giving them the 9th round over on the EnVy side, so 9-12 now the scoreline. They get themselves at least Summit to play with, and there is going to be the rebuy. Snatchy on the AWP, Furlan going to be buying his AK, everyone else soon to be following suit. BHR is the only one that has low cash, so he might actually be stuck with just a CZ.
Yeah, EnVy can really come back into this one here, Jack. If they win this round, 10-12, they force out Nico from a go, you know, 11-12. Remember, at one point they were down 10-2. Feels like they have found their footing here into this matchup. A go going to be feeling the pressure on their backs. The same can be said for EnVyUs as well, because they cannot afford losses at this stage. It seems set they will play the relegation matches, potentially, as a bare minimum. The issue is they need to fight to even play those relegation matches. They need to avoid auto-relegation and going straight into Premier. 4 versus 5. Happy with the AWP. Towards a long fight. The first frag here for the boys in blue.
There goes the push down. RPK and Scream with the first 2 frags found. Furlan as well. Loses his face there against Kiyoshima, and it's just Tao left. And a 1 versus 5. Very, very low chance of him really doing anything here. Does get killed by the AWP Happy as well, so it's a 10-12. The scoreline getting closer and closer by the minute, as it is starting to get back wrapped up and tied up between these 2 squads. And it's actually going to be 11-12 most likely before there's a chance for a go to grow that number any bigger, as they have to go for an eco now.
Yeah, and this is the point I was making, Jack. Eco now, so we should be seeing the 12-11 scoreline as we head into round number 24. And EnVyUs only 1 round behind when at one point there were 8. So money can really be built here for Envy. They can have themselves a situation where even if they start losing rounds, they can afford buys and rebuys at that. Sanji connects 3. Easy frags versus the non-armored opposition of a go. It's Grubby now last alive. Running all the way around towards T-Sport. As he's hoping that Kiyoshima pushes in towards Dragonlaw, he can come in behind him, run, get the bomb down. And that could mean an AWP, for example, for his boy Snatchy.
Grubby.
No way does he check this.
Clears the angle, finds the headshot on Kiyoshima. A smart read. I mean, there's still a minute on the clock. He's got the bomb. 55 seconds. Happy going to fight him as well. Grubby makes it work because Filth is coming through into this round. Would have been able to pick up a 2K. And they suspect it's an A play. They're going to be rotating off. I mean, there's only 1 man on the B site. That is all on RPK now to end it. And luckily, the tank does it. Runs him over.
I thought that was going to be something special there, Jack. Instead. 11 rounds now for EnVyUs and 12 for a go. Let's go into round number 24. Single AWP set up here still for EnVyUs. Who would double AWP for Envy? Kiyoshima? Well, maybe one day we'll find out. Molotov towards the caveat plat. HE grenade as well, going to connect damage onto Furlan. Ooh, such a strong HE as well. Kiyoshima also burning alive into the Molotov. That stairs. And as they fall back here from the positions of the Molotovs and the grenades, it gives room now for Furlan. As the P comes in from tree. Scream lines up the easy headshot there onto Furlan. He was really low from the HE grenades. Now 5 versus 4 as the push to come through.
Ooh, Grubby still crisp in the prior round as he's just blowing him to bits right now. 2 frags already picked up. It's 3v3. They're going to fight through it. Towel takes down Kiyoshima. It's only Happy and Haji that remain alive into this one. They're really left in a horrible position. Happy. Can he actually get anything out of this? I mean, he scoped in, looking to try and find a pick. You got Haji with him as well. As they slowly push up. Towel just going to be holding on the close angle here with the egg gate to just spray his way through him. And absolutely unload, but he's not able to. Haji will eventually kill him. Looks out for a little bit more. Grubby takes down Haji. And it's only Happy left now to 1 versus 2. Goes for the extension. Finds the kill. Snatchy has to try play with the time in here. Happy, his hands are tied. He had to push in. Wasn't too long left in the round. Snatchy will kill him. They get another round. And now they're starting to cook with fire, Snuds. I mean, it's a 13-11 scoreline. Look at the cash over there on Envy.
Yeah, but only 1 player surviving from a go. And that's the issue here in terms of their cash. How do they distribute it? Oh, tactical pause is going to be called out for a go, so they have an extra 30 seconds to try and work out their buy and their best options here. Wow. 21 kills actually for Happy so far. 21 for Grubby. Grubby has looked extremely crisp so far into this matchup.
Yeah.
Look at the money there for EnVyUs. If they lose this round, Jack, 14-11, they're forced onto an econ. They're going to have to try fight back for overtime. This is the one for a go. They win this, and the job and the round and the map should be theirs.
Well, they go. Going to try and find a Bit of a fast tempo play into this one, it does seem, as they push up quite aggressively. Trying to go for this burst out. Kyushin with the first frag, takes down PHR. As he finds that kill. Response from the Molotov lobbed out there from Kiyoshima as well, as they're just trading grenades right now. Eventually there is the push into the unknown, but RPK's tagging everyone up, gonna lay Grubby to waste. Kiyoshima as well comes through, hot and heavy. It's only Snatchy and Towel that are left, and they are not in a good position. This is going to be horrific. I mean, it's the reset round, then it's the fact that Envy will very easily be able to get themselves a 13. I mean, it's going to be 13-13 tied up off the back of the way this round's going. Snods, I see no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, Ago had such a strong opportunity. Lose it. 5 players staying alive for EnVyUs. Clean, clinical, easy round 1 from Envy, and now we're going to have to wait and see 45-second save to come out from Snatchy's Orb. The thing is, though, Jack Bomb not planted, so he isn't actually going to get any money back from this one. $250 for himself there. Grubby as well can buy, but they're forced by here, Jack's going to be awful. I think EnVyUs might actually take this one.
It's the way it's looking. I mean, obviously, the point of the save here is because he has the AWP and the utility already, so it's worth trying to save it, but still not going to have much to play with. They're actually on the hunt, and they're very close to him as well. If he doesn't know about the location of Happy, this could get awkward. Oh. Happy comes up the ladder. Oh. Happy! What was that?
Crazy, 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 crazy dynamics there onto the ladder. And now only 1 round separates these 2 teams. Ago. Wow, we actually saw an instant force buy from Snatchy there. Didn't even hesitate for a second. Wow, round number 26 here. 13 to 12. And EnVyUs seems as if it's destiny now to come back into this one after being down such a big deficit. Each round going in their favor. Haji now going to be the one that needs to deliver here for Envy. The new recruit finds 1.
Yeah, big damage done from Haji as he just lays waste to an absolute monster of a man. 4 frags round, switches out to his Deagle, looking for the 5th. You can see the
he wants it. He
energies
there. He knows that this is his highlight reel. He knows this is the round.
He's pumped up. But he is going to slow it down as now it's only Furlan left. So 1 versus 5. I mean, Haji's just gone huge there. RPK will probably get the final blow, which he will. Shuts it down. It's the 13th round for EnVyUs. And a really big play from Haji there.
His spray down here is disgusting. Oh. And the 180 just flicks it around, pre-aims perfectly onto Snatchy's dome. And if that round doesn't send a message, then there must be no signal in Poland. It's round of 27, 13 to 13. We're all squared up here, but the pies aren't exactly equal. Ika coming out from a go, as they might just be talking this one through in Spawn, Jack.
Potentially just taking this round as a time to actually work out what they want to do. Obviously very grouped up. There's no real investment. We've got 1 P250 on Snatchy, but that's probably just preference rather than actually anything to go off of. There's 1 minute and 20 on the clock. Time's starting to tick down, but they're just playing it very, very slow.
Wow. No SMGs here for EnVyUs, so the money is going to be made from the FAMASs and M4s. And also by having a clean anti-eco here. 4 or 5 players staying alive, so all the players that can live, they can absorb the round bonus and avoid dropping over weapons, for example, and have a clean round and keep their money afloat. It's already on, you know, $4,000, $5,000 across the board, so it is doing decently.
Furlan's just consulting the tapestry right now.
Yeah, give me the power of the dragon.
I think it is just, it's the old Existence round, where basically Existence would use rounds where you didn't have any cash, they just talk, and you try and run the clock down as low as possible to actually use it as a pause. If you don't have a pause left, I didn't want to use your pause, then you'd push in. That's basically what we see there. It's a 3K for Scream, a 2K for Haji, another round for Envy. And now we're going to be able to reinvest coming back into this one.
Wow. Advantage now for EnVyUs by 1 round. 5 AK buy from a go. No orb coming for Statue, which means we might be seeing a B execution or a fast round, a fast set piece. As they do like the orb to work picks across the map. Round number 28. Orb for Happy once again towards the A side. Obviously Hadji and Happy doing very well so far, and the Orb holding top of Matrix in towards middle. Hadji with the M4 towards A long. Taul holding the passive angle here towards the A side. As we see a slow, steady round come out for a go. Coming down through drop, through platform as well. Fur landing towards mid. It seems like an A split. Could be effective here. The no RPK likes to play towards Electric. He puts his smoke down. It falls back towards Pizza. Can they exploit it? As they now have drop control. Bomb making its way as well in towards middle, but it seems like Happy has a plan.
Face from Hadji works well. Kills Taul. Puts him into a good position. Kirishima as well, looking for more. Snatchy tries to fight him, but he breaks his neck. There's only 2 members left alive on the side of a Ghost Noz. This is not looking great for them at all. This should be the 15th round, really, for EnVyUs. They're going to leave Keo on his lonesome, just on his Todd to defend the B site, but probably will be able to deal with it, to be honest, as this push comes in. I mean, if they peek staggered, be easy frags for Keo. Just going to hide in chicken coop and go for the backstab.
Timing. 15 seconds left to get the bomb down. Kirishima basically just an insurance policy there onto PHR. Match point now for EnVyUs, and imagine how LDOC must be feeling right now, Jack. Go a 10-2 up, you're thinking, oh, they're going to stay number 14. We're going to avoid the auto relegation spot, and now they're back into this one. And actually, let's take a look at the numbers. So LDOC, 18 maps played, 16 points. EnVyUs, 16 maps played, 13 points. If they win this one, they are tied with LDOC. They have a better round difference, and they have 1 extra map to work with. So if EnVyUs 2-0 here, they go 3 points in the lead to LDOC. And LDOC play later tonight versus NIP, Jack. So LDOC aren't going to be feeling too comfortable right about this.
No, you can't imagine. So at that point, it's really going to be an awkward situation for either of the 2 teams that are left in. I mean, LDLC doesn't seem like it's going to be happening for them. They're going to be basically at the bottom, hoping for the best, but this could be the huge potential bounce back to at least save yourself the auto-relegation for EnVyUs. But let's see. As of right now, it's a 3v2 into the round, and it's not closed out just yet. The chapter's still open, but Scream wants to put a nice end into it as he finds one. Looks for the second, goes for the tag, gets snatched down to just 55 HP. Grubby on 33 as well. It's up to Scream and Keo to close this one out as the push comes back through. Keo on the extension, finds the headshot there, rips Snatchy's noggin straight off. Looks for more. Grubby's only on 33 HP as well as he tries to defend from the bomb site as the push comes round. Oh, he's being tagged, but he's not quite been finished off just yet. Grubby with a nice kill, but he peeks out. Tried to bite off more than he could chew. Scream will deal with him. Scream will get the defuse, and that is 16-13. The first map goes the way of EnVyUs.
Well, from a 10-2 scoreline, a go uncharacteristically awful on their T side, you could argue. Only fighting 3 rounds over the course of the 15. And this means awkward territory now for LDLC, as we have LDLC, as of right now, are going to be number 14 because Envy now have 16 points as well. Round difference goes in favor of EnVyUs by a good 30 rounds in their favor.
Yeah.
So now we see LDLC having to pick up the pieces here. I mean, number 14, they play versus NIP tonight, but I mean, for these teams, they still have 8 more maps to play, 4 more best of 2s, so they have to get some crazy performances done otherwise. Yeah, I mean, even Fnatic as well. Fnatic are only on 19 points. They had the loss in overtime, so this is so close towards the bottom here.
Yeah, overall, just crazy stuff so far, Snods. I mean, Cobblestone going the way of Envy is going to be very good for them, and in terms of the global stand-ins, a huge shift. It now means that the team that is facing auto-relegation is LDLC, and that is a big kicker. LDLC and Envy, 2 orgs that have both been in Pro League for quite some time at this point, so saying goodbye to either one of them is going to be a sad affair. but we'll have to wait and see how the next map goes down. LDLC are playing later on tonight, but up next, it's a Go versus Envy on Train, our second map of the series. We'll be back with that after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, MSI, Xfinity, and ESEA.